Good morning, students. Last session, we are learned a transport layer TCP and UDP transmission control protocol and user datagram protocols. Before that, we are learned ICMP in details. We are also learned a TTL time to live a packet which is transit between source to destination with a routing devices and few network equipments. This is all about part of network defense. Before that, we are start with network protocols, few layering structures, DHCP, HTTP, IMAP, NTP, and RARP. RARP is a reverse address resolution protocol. Then we are learning that the IP, TCP, and UDP. But we need to learn in details because without protocol basics and depth knowledge, you are not eligible to defend your network and you cannot identify the threats. So, network basic framework is a most important part of security. Now, TCP is only supports and unicasting, used for support and unicasting. TCP is a full duplex connection and message number to prevent loss of a message. TCP three-way handshake is used, but before that you need to know few basics of TCP. TCP is a complex protocol. Its basic operation has not changed significantly since its first specification. TCP is still dominantly used for web. For example, HTTP protocol. HTTP call for hypertext transfer protocol is application protocol for distributed collaborative hypermedia information system is a foundation of data communication for the World Wide Web, where hypertext documents include hyperlinks to other resources that can use an easier transfer. In later HTTP 2 and HTTP 3, there are updated versions of hypertext transfer protocol according to the standard of World Wide Web. Here you can see the three-way handshake in which initiator to responder is used sync as responder to initiator acknowledge and synchronize. Initiator to responder is acknowledge T. Set up two connection with initial message numbers S and T. We need to learn a basic TCP header structure to understand this process. TCP is reliable transport protocol as it establishes a connection before sending any data and everything that it sends is acknowledged by the receiver. In this lesson, we will take a closer look at the TCP header and different fields. Here it looks like a source port and destination port, both two important entities. Source port It is 60-bit field that specify the port number of sender. Destination port is also 60-bit field that specify the port number of receiver. Then sequence number is also important, is 32-bit field that indicate how much data is sent during the TCP session. When you establish a new TCP connection, that means three-way handshake, then the initial sequence number is random 32-bit value. The receiver will use this sequence number and sends back an acknowledgement. Protocol analyzers like Wireshark will often use a relative sequence number of 0 since it's easier to read than some high random numbers. Then we are also part of a TCP header is an acknowledgement number. This 32-bit field is used by the receiver to request the next TCP segment. This value will be the sequence number incremented by 1. Now DO, this is a 4-bit data offset field is known as the header length. It indicates the length of the TCP header so that we know where the actual data begins. Now RSV also part of TCP. These are 3-bit for reserve field. They are unused and always set to 0. We are also seeing the most important part of TCP is a flag. Flag, there are 9 bits for flags. We also call them control bits. We use them to establish connections, send data and terminate connection. For example, ACK is act used for acknowledgement. SYN, we use this for the initial three-way handshake and it's used to set the initial sequence number. We are also other one also PSH is a push function. Tell an application that the data should be transmitted immediately and that we don't want to wait to fill the entire TCP segments. In FIN is finished. It's called as a finished. Bit is used to end the TCP connection. TCP is a full duplex. So both parties will have to use the finish FIN bit to end the connection. This is the normal method how we end an connection. In Windows, the 60-bit window field specify how many bytes the receiver is willing to receive. It is used so the receiver can tell the sender that it would like to receive more data than what it is currently receiving. It does so by specifying the number of bytes beyond the sequence number in the acknowledgement field. We are also learned checksum is a 60 bits are used for checksum to check if the TCP header is okay or not. Option is used for this field is optional and can be anywhere between 0 and 320 bits. To see this field in action, it's best to play around with Wireshark. Here we are also learned few examples of TCP three-way handshake and highlighted all the fields. TCP, three-way handshake. Here you can see the particular IP address, server address and port number, which is identify how it's connected with source port, destination port. We are seeing here also stream index, which is start from 0, TCP segment, sequence number, acknowledgement number, header length, all are mentioned here, in which we are found the window size value, checksum, pointers and option. Above you can see the source and destination port. The sequence number is 0, but it tells us that this is a relative sequence number. In reality, part of three-way handshake, it's something else. You can see the sync bit has been set in the flag, the window size, checksum or urgent pointer and option. TCP is a complex protocol, but hopefully it is used for transmission of data with security and provide a reliability. Here sequence number, flag and window. Then flag is identified with 0 ID. Then its MSS 1460 is a port number, the window number of bytes accepted by this protocol. TCP, terminating connection, are already learned. The find, acknowledgement, find and acknowledgement. The two parties are gracefully shut down and abrupt shutdown. This process shown you the terminating connection. FIN, find, is used for finish. Bit is used to end the TCP connection. TCP is a full duplex, so both parties will have to use the find, FIN bit to end the connection. This is the normal method how we end a connection. After finishing the connection, the party 1 get acknowledgement to successfully terminating or ending the connection. TCP shutting down a connection. Here we learn the same thing. We are use acknowledgement, push function, reset, three-way handshake and finish with help of checksum, urgent pointers and optional bits between 0 and 320 bits. This is just like an example of connection between two parties with help of server and TCP connection, how it's shutting down. This is entire process and how we get acknowledgement and successfully terminating or shutting down a connection. Here TCP exchanging data. Each packet has a sequence number. You are already aware with sequence number. The sequence number is a 32-bit field that indicates how much data is sent during TCP connection. When you establish a new TCP connection means, remember, three-way handshake. Then the initial sequence number is a random 32-bit value, one for each direction, in which the receiver will use this sequence number and sends back an acknowledgement. Protocol analyzers like Wireshark will often use a relative sequence number of 0 since it's easier to read than some high random numbers. Its initial sequence number are created during initial three-way handshake. Nmap, the part of security tool, is used to find network scanning. Is used the creation of this sequence number to determine the operating system OS. OS are now much better with truly random sequence number. TCP exchanging data, the parties that receive packets send an acknowledgement. The acknowledgement consists in acknowledgement flag, acknowledgement number is 32-bit field used by the receiver to request the next TCP segment. This value will be the sequence number incremented by 1. And why we use flag? Flag likes URG, urgent pointers, ACK, acknowledgement, PSH means push function, RST means reset, SYNC is used for handshaking, three-way handshake, sequence number, and FIN. That means finished, FIN, finished a connection, and how we end connection. This is a method and TCP exchanging data between these flags are most important and use the sequence number of next package to be accepted, and TCP dump shows number of bytes acknowledgement. Here we are continue. If a packet is lost, then the acknowledged sequence number will not change. That means, for example, duplicate acknowledgement. Depending on setting, sender will resend after at most 3 stationary acknowledgement number. Is also sender resends after timeout. Here we need to repeat acknowledgement number. 32-bit field is used by receiver to request the next TCP segment. This value will be the sequence number incremented by 1. Here we see an example. This is revision. Here you can see the IP address is send a request to server acknowledgement, the same for. Here we use the various flag and sequence numbers with checksum and respond to two parties, sender and receivers. How to exchanging a data by using TCP. Here we are already learned the TCP flags is the finish, synchronize, reset, push, urgent, explicit congestion notification, that means echo, and congestion window reduced. TCP examples. Here you are seeing the Eternal is a tool in which you can identify the TTL, source, destination, use protocol and information of various response and acknowledgements. It is also example the first sync message. Here you see the various frame use the transmission channels and send the packet to source IP address to destination IP address by using TCP protocol. Here The tool is mentioned the source port, destination port, sequence number, header length, various flag like you already seen in line number 4. Sync is used for synchronize. Here we mention the window size, checksum and options. Here we look like this is a sync acknowledgement packet with sequence number and acknowledgement number. This is used for sync number and acknowledgement number. Here we are seeing the same, the timestamp, source, destination, protocol and basic information, in which we are targeting the sequence number 1. Here the same example, but we need to identify the particular port number with sequence 1, acknowledgement 1 and length is 12. The transmission control protocol, the source port is used the telnet, that means port number 23, using IP address of source is 129.210.60.6. Same at the destination address 129.210.18.34. Now dear students, we are learn a UDP in next session. Jai Swaminarayan.